Right. And yes, well, because this review is understandably quite long, I've done it in two parts. So this is part 2 now, where we see the running. Now, I have already been running, obviously making sure that she's running okay, and she is, because again, obviously, well, she's a very expensive model, just was begging that she was going to run right, and she certainly does, and with working lights as well, we'll get her going in a second. But now, obviously, well, at first, I was just running, well, just this power car, well, the motorised or the powered power car, if that makes sense. So it's Sycamore Grange, because well, obviously, well, this one, the unpowered power car does, of course, doesn't have any pickups in her wheels, and nothing on the coupling either. So obviously, the powered one doesn't rely on power from this one, obviously. So let's get her going. You'll see the light. 2 seconds. And she's got cab lights as well, you just can't see them that well at the moment. And of course, yes, you can just pick up the red tail lights there. And as you can see, she is running beautifully. Now, I just remember when I said, of course, you get no Mark 3 coaches with these. I'm pretty sure I saw at a model railway show somewhere, not too long ago, a GWR HST pack in this screen with 2, 3 or 4 coaches. I'm pretty sure I did, and I think it cost around 400 or, well, between 400 to 500 quid. And of course, well, once I do get some Mark 3 coaches for her, probably in the deep green livery, maybe one in the previous livery as well, the sort of bluey purple colour. I'll film a haul in those obviously in a separate video. She's just amazing. Fantastic model. I'm just so glad that I finally got one of these now, after nearly 20 years. And now just with the curtains closed, you can see her lights better, the cab lights as well. So, I mean, that just looks like one of those, well, it'll probably remind you of those old sort of 70s, 80s night train shots of the Intercity 125. Oh, and I forgot to mention the doors also open on the other power car as well. And I mean, again, this livery light next to some of my dad's old Intercity coaches. It just looks fantastic. And both power cars are just beautiful, they really are. I mean, at first I wasn't sure which livery of HST to get, because again there is so many. And of course their most recent livery, well, which they're in, well, newest liveries, the first ScotRail 7 Cities, Hornby also bring out. They've also recently brought out one in that livery as well. I mean, I was sort of trying to decide. I mean, because at first I was thinking maybe getting, well, two GWR deep green livery power cars, but then I noticed this one was coming out, and I was like, wow, I've got to get this one. And then I saw the ScotRail 7 Cities one coming out, also the newer LNER one as well. So I was thinking, which one shall I get? I was trying to decide for a little while, really. I also like to look at the full Intercity 125 liveried. Well, the two 125 liveried power cars. And again, when I said that she costs just over 250 quid, that's just for like this one, standard analog, well, standard DC or DCC ready. These are not cheap. Let's see her low speed running. See how nicely she can set off. I mean, she does pick up speed quite quick. I mean, she might get better as she runs in more, but she does start off very smooth. But again, that was quite a sprint of speed there. Right, let's see her going in the other direction for a bit. Okay, direction switched, and you'll see this one's front lights come on. There we go. And off she goes again. Just again, I don't want to over-exaggerate, but because I've got so many now, but I just can't. This feeling, this is probably the best one I've ever got. Again, I don't know if it is just particularly special because, well, it is special again. See Kenneth Granger's tail lights there. It is special because it's a special model, but it just might be the best one I've ever got, and this is by far the most special review of this year, 2020. So well, so at least some good things are happening this year. It's been a bit of a write-off, hasn't it? Again, I'm trying to keep the camera in focus, but again, we can all see it clear enough. A huge well done to Hornby. They've done a fantastic job with their new HST models. Well, have they retooled them completely, or? Well, these new liveried ones, because again, this one in this livery is brand new. And again, Hornby have done a fantastic job with it. Really, really impressed with this model. Absolutely fantastic. She's brilliant. It really has been fantastic to review this. And just before we finish, I'll say also saw like a couple of railroad versions as well. Well, 2 railroad and obviously cheaper In-City 125 liveried power cars. I think they were on Olivia's trains. I think they're about well still not that cheap, about 140, 150, but still about 100 quid cheaper. And also a Hornby Great Western Railway Express, which also reminded me of the kind of the original Hornby Railways In-City 125 train set, which was 2 power cars with just 1 coach to go in the middle. These the older sort of smaller, shorter Mark III, which my dad still has a few of. And that's what that Great Western that Hornby Great Western Express set is like. Again, M2, and in this livery as well. Obviously not as detailed because it's like the railroad version, but it still looks very nice. A very nice set. Again, two power cars with 1 Mark III coach. So again, once I get some Mark III coaches for it, I'll probably maybe get 2 at first because again the coaches don't really come cheap either. I'll get about 2 coaches, again probably in this livery, and maybe get a few more over time. It'll cost a fortune to get a whole complete set of them, so I might get maybe 4 or 5 over time. I mean, some of the HST still running on the Great Western are running as like sort of like 4 or 5 car sets, but some are still running as full sets, and also with the ScotRail ones as well. They're not full. The 2 power cars with about 4 or 5 coaches are not massively long, but still very good. And also they fitted the ScotRail Mark III. They're now ScotRail Mark IIIs with automatic doors. I hope you've all enjoyed this fantastic review. Again, definitely the best, most special review of the year. And so hopefully soon, I'll be uploading another video, another separate video, obviously, of her hauling some Mark III coaches. Again, probably 2 at first, and then maybe a bit more over time. And I'll just say, remember the Great Western festivals I used to do? Well, hopefully, I'm hoping they might return soon. Hopefully they will. Hornby GWR Class 43 HST, first and last. Definitely recommend this one.